I'm going to call the meeting to order, please. 2.1, adoption of the agenda. Recommendation that the agenda for the April 24, 2018 regular meeting of council be adopted as amended to include the following late item. Section 8.5, NCLGA Conference, Fort Nelson, May 8 and 10. And I'll have an item under new business. Okay. And that's, okay, Salt and Torgerson. Okay, any questions or further amendments? Okay, hearing none, all in favor? Carried. Agenda item 3.1, adoption of the minutes of the previous regular meeting of council, April 10, 2018, that the minutes be adopted as presented. Reimer and Blanchette, are there any errors or omissions? Hearing none, all in favor? Carried. Agenda item 8.1, administrative reports. Tourism celebration event at Valemount Visitor Information Centre. The recommendation is that council give permission to Tourism Valemount to use the Visitor Centre, or rather the Visitor Information Centre, on Tuesday, May 29, 2018 from 6 o'clock p.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. for a tourism celebration event in conjunction with Tourism Week. What is council's wish? Salt and Reimer. You're moving the recommendation. Is there any discussion or questions or comments? Hearing none, all in favor? Carried. Agenda item 8.2, Councillor Torgerson.
I'd like to step out, your worship, for a conflict of interest for pecuniary.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There is a request from Borealis Geopower for a letter of support for their application to Natural Resources Canada Emerging Renewable Power Program. And the recommendation is that council provide a letter of support to Borealis Geopower regarding the Natural Resources Canada's Emerging Renewable Power Program. What is council's wish? Councillor Reimer, you're making the motion for the recommendation, and seconded by Councillor Blanchette. Is there any discussion? Nothing? Okay, all in favor? Carried. Okay, and Councillor, yep, here he comes. He heard the gavel, so he knew that it was time to come back. Agenda item 8.3, Valemount Community Sports Day Committee request. Recommendation 1, that the Valemount Community Sports Day Committee's request for waiving the community hall and tent rental fees be approved, subject to meeting the necessary insurance requirements and paying the required damage deposits and janitorial fees. 2, that Valemount Community Sports Day Committee be permitted the use of the Sportsplex grounds, subject to meeting the necessary insurance requirements. 3, that an in-kind donation by way of Public Works support be approved, subject to the Sports Day Committee arranging a meeting with Public Works Superintendent Trevor Pelchet, at which time the list of the committee's requests will be discussed. 4, that the new parade route be approved, and 5, that a janitorial fee of $100 for the use of the Sportsplex concession to be added to the fees and charges bylaw at next amendment be approved. Council's wish. Yes.
I'll move the recommendation.
Moved by Councillor Torgerson and seconded by Councillor Salt that the recommendations be approved by council. Any discussion or questions? Yes, Councillor Salt.
I'd like to thank the new people that have stepped forward to make sure that this tradition continues, and it's always a lot of hard work for everyone, but I know the community very much enjoys it, so I wish them all the best of luck for successful Valemount Days again this year.
Yes. Any further comments?
Ditto.
Ditto? Yes, okay. No, and I should like to commend every one of the volunteers for the time that they are giving. You know, I don't think that most people realize just how many hours it takes, and yet they all go out and enjoy themselves on those days, and my wish is for good weather. Okay. Thank you again for your time and effort. It's a lot of work, isn't it? Okay. Okay, and we all in favor? Carried. 8.4, Valemount Youth Soccer request. Recommendation that the payment of the Valemount Youth Soccer insurance fees by the Community Use Agreement account be approved. Okay, Blanchette and Torgerson, is there any comment or question? Hearing none, all in favor? Carried. 8.5, NCLGA Conference. Recommendation that Council approves the Mayor to attend the 2018 NCLGA Annual Conference in Fort Nelson, BC on May 8 to 10, 2018. Okay, Councillors Blanchette and Reimer, any questions of me? Hearing none, all in favor? Carried. And bylaws and policies, 9.1. Village of Valemount Zoning Amendment Bylaw number 781, 2018. Recommendation that the Village of Valemount Zoning Bylaw number 610, 2007 Amendment Bylaw number 781, 2018 be given first and second reading, and that the Village of Valemount Zoning Bylaw number 610, 2007 Amendment Bylaw number 781, 2018 be referred to an upcoming public hearing. Motion, please. Okay, Blanchette and Torgerson. Are there any questions of staff? No discussion, hearing none, all in favor? Carried. Agenda item 9.2, 5-year financial plan bylaw number 782, 2018. The recommendation is that Council approves third reading of the 5-year financial plan bylaw number 782, 2018. Motion, please. Reimer and Salt. Are there any questions? Hearing none, all in favor? Carried. Agenda item 9.3, tax rate bylaw. Yes?
Your Worship, just
Yes.
before we even get into
forgot.
it, can I just
Yes.
make a note to Council? There's a typo on the
Yes.
schedule under Section C, Fort George Hospital District. Under the business class, it should read 1.193863
Okay.
before you even get to a reading on it. So then now you can just read it at that 1.19 thing. It would be the tax rate schedule, page 53.
Okay, if council has any questions, please ask Mr. Simmons.
I probably won't know the answer, but that's okay. It was just a typo that we found on the
Yes,
final check. so.
okay.
So that was in column C to the Fort George Hospital.
Correct.
Yes.
I'll just repeat it. It's in column C on page 53. 53, did I say? Page 53, under business class, number 6. It should read 1.193863 as opposed to 1656 or whatever it said there. 1.193863.
And for council's information, I don't know if any of you are aware of it, Mr. Simmons probably is, but with respect to our regional hospital in Prince George, any capital expenditure that they have, the Regional District of Fraser-Fort George pays 40%. So whether it's equipment or renovation or whatever, yeah. And of course, we are in the Regional District of Fraser-Fort George, so 40% is covered by the Regional District of Fraser-Fort George for all capital expenditures at the hospital. So, we learn something all the time, don't we?
There we go.
There we go. So, 9.3, tax rate bylaw. Recommendation that council approves first, second, and third reading of tax rate bylaw number 783, 2018. Blanchette and Reimer. Are there any questions? All in favor? Carried. Agenda item 10.1, council reports. And we'll start with Councillor Blanchette.
The 16th, we had a Healthy Community Committee meeting, and hopefully everybody's noticed the black bike racks that are going around town. The Healthy Community Committee bought 8, so we're putting those around town. Everybody used them. The 17th went to McBride for the Robson Valley Support Society strategic planning, so moving forward. It was an excellent strat planning day. And then on the 19th, I attended a housing meeting.
Thank you. Councillor Reimer?
Yes, thank you. First of all, 2 weeks ago on the 10th, while we were having council meeting, the Historical Society had their AGM. And I'm happy to announce that the Historical Society has a full slate of directors and then some. So that is good news.
That is very good news.
And it didn't need yours truly to be on one of the directorships. April 19th, Housing Committee meeting, and in the evening, VCTV AGM.
Thank you. Councillor Salt?
I have nothing to report.
Okay.
I've been enjoying spring.
Good, okay. Councillor Torgerson?
On the 17th, I attended the public budget presentation by the Director of Finance. It was a sold-out house. Myself, Your Worship, CAO Adam Davey, and the Director.
No public.
No public.
No public. No. So,
Many chairs.
yes, I know, there were a lot of chairs set out. Okay, thank you, Councillor. And so I too, as you said, attended that April 17th public budget presentation, and our Director of Finance went to a great deal of work to to prepare the presentation for the public. And none of the public came, and so I would certainly hope that they not bother the financial officer with phone calls in the future. She's a busy person. And Regional District Fraser Fort George board meetings last week, as well as Columbia Basin Trust had a teleconference call with respect to this announcement that came today, and we'll deal with it under new business. Okay, that's it, thank you. So, new business. I would like to bring forward this news release from the Columbia Basin Trust. Yes?
Do you want to vote on receiving that?
Oh,
Councillor.
all in receipt, sorry. I would like a motion to receive the council reports. Okay, Torgerson and Blanchette. Any questions of anybody?
Just a comment, Your
Yes.
Worship. The Director of Finance's public presentation for the budget is on the website, the village's website, if any of the public wish to review it.
Okay, yes. Thank you. Okay, all in favor of receipt? Carried. Okay, so Columbia Basin Trust, it was released earlier today. I couldn't say anything about it prior to the public release, but CBT commits $750,000 to help communities increase public art, and we are going to refer this to our Art Society. Councillor Blanchette, what is their exact?
So it's Valemount Arts and Cultural Society.
Okay,
and I
Valemount
believe
Arts and
Tom-
Culture. Thank you. And that'll be Mr. Tom Jamin.
I believe so, yes.
Okay, so I'm going to ask if anybody from council would be interested in spending a little time with the Arts and Council Society, just because local governments can apply, as well as arts and cultural societies and First Nations. Here we are, Basin Arts Councils, local governments, and First Nations are eligible to apply. And I'm just wondering if anybody on council would be interested in participating, at least to get things underway. Yes?
Should they wish it,
Yes.
I'll attend whatever planning meetings they have.
Good. I'm sure that they won't be very onerous, Councillor?
No.
Okay. Unless, Councillor Salt, you don't have any committees, would you be interested in assisting?
Yeah, I know you have enough on your plate, so.
Well, this might be fun.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. That's, well, you can both even attend. Good. All right. So I would just like a motion, please, to receive this, as well as to refer it to Mr. Tom Jamin and the Valemount Arts and Cultural Society. Thank you. Could I have a motion, please? Okay, Torgerson and Salt. All in favor? Carried. Thank you. Is there anything under, I'll ask agenda item 12.1, recommendation that the project file tracker be received? Okay, Torgerson and Blanchette. Are there any questions or comments with respect? Yes. Councillor.
I'm super pleased that staff are really seeking professional development and that new staff are being designing multi-year individual professional development.
Yes. And we certainly owe that initiation to our former CAO. Okay. Is there anything further? All in favor? Carried. And 14.1, public comments. I want to mention again that the maximum time permitted is 2 minutes, and that comments be part of the approved agenda which council considered, and that they be polite and respectful. Okay, are there any public comments? Yes, please just give your name.
I'm Jennifer Scheller. I'm
Yes.
the new president of the Mountain Youth Committee.
Yeah.
This is all new to us. This is part of the board right here. And on my letter to the Village Office and Public Works, there's been a couple changes, like our barbecue competition is now a chili cook-off. Does that matter? Should I submit another letter?
I don't think that's necessary to submit another letter, no. I think as long as Public Works staff that's working with you, as long as they know.
I've asked Trevor
Yes.
when he comes back next week if I can meet with him next week sometime.
Good, okay. You can just mention that to him, certainly. And our staff is very accommodating.
Okay.
And so is council. We know how hard you work. Okay, thank you. Okay. Is there anything further? Okay. I'm going to ask for a motion to receive the public comments, please. Okay, Salt and Torgerson. All in favor? Carried. I'll take a motion to adjourn. Okay, yeah. And all in favor? Isn't this amazing? 7:17.